The third door. At 22, Maya Hart felt like she was falling behind. Her friends had jobs, plans, partners. She had 2 part-time gigs in Croydon, a flat above a nail salon, and a creeping sense of failure. She wasn't bad at anything, but she wasn't exceptional either. She had tried marketing, admin, design. Nothing felt like hers. She wrote in a notebook sometimes, but even that felt aimless. One quiet Sunday, she sat in her usual cafe, staring at a sentence she'd written. What if I stopped chasing a label and just followed what felt honest? The cafe owner, Auntie Mavis, passed by. That's the first smart thing I've seen in that notebook, she teased. Maya laughed, but something about it stuck. A week later, while working a shift at a second-hand bookshop, Maya found a worn leather journal hidden in a box of donated books. It belonged to a woman named Lenara, written in the 1960s. Lenara had been 22, too confused, searching, unsure if she wanted to follow the path expected of her. Maya read the journal cover to cover that week. She felt seen. Lenora's words were raw, questioning, brave. Maya began journaling again, not for clarity, but for connection. Something shifted. She realized she loved words. Not just writing, but what it could do, how it gave shape to thoughts she hadn't known she had. She signed up for a short creative writing course at a local college. Her tutor encouraged her. You write like someone's listening. That night, Maya started a blog. She called it The Third Door, a name inspired by one of her own lines. Everyone chooses. Door A or B, I've always felt like I'm waiting for a third. She shared small essays about self-doubt, purpose, and being young in a world that moves too fast. To her surprise, people read it, then shared it. A post titled, You're Not Late, went semi-viral. She received messages from strangers saying her words helped them feel understood. Maya didn't become famous, but she became clear. She left one job, picked up freelance writing, started mentoring teen girls at a youth center, teaching them to journal and trust their voices. One girl asked her, What if I'm not good enough to write? Maya smiled and said, If it matters to you, you already are. At 23, Maya stood in a room she never expected, leading her first workshop. She had built something not out of certainty, but out of paying attention to what made her feel alive. She was no longer waiting for the third door. She had built it herself.